Now that that's hit in there, it's going to act like a safety so that nut can't come undone. All right, we've done the same to the other side. Time to put the exhaust back into place. I'm going to lay my head here, get underneath it with which hand, push it up, get it sitting on these studs, and make sure you've got your exhaust manifold gaskets set in place. And what I'll normally do is just set these up in there and let them hang on those studs like so. And then as you push that up in place, it'll hold itself like that. Do the same to the other side. I'm gonna push those up, have a nut ready, and get that hanging there. Be right back. Okay, so these nuts are in place, but they're not tight yet. Just threaded enough to hold it up there to keep it in place. That way we can get everything lined up. So we've got that bracket to go to the transmission, and then the two rubber hangers. I'm going to start at the very end at the muffler and get that one going first. Just going to lift it into place and get those rubber mounts on there. There's one side, and the other. And working towards the front of the car, we'll get the next rubber mount here. And just a second. Actually, we're going to come back to that middle mount first. Get that into place. Put your little 212s in there. And then we'll secure that middle rubber mount hanger. Okay, so when we get these two bracket bolts on for the exhaust, before they're all the way tight, these are still loose, the manifold ones are still loose, then you can go ahead and get that middle hanger on, that middle rubber hanger there, get that on, then tighten that all the rest of the way, tighten the exhaust manifold all the rest of the way. We've got this O2 sensor, which goes up through this hole, and it just connects right there. Feed it underneath the cross member and plug that in, and come around for the other O2 sensor. It's going to pass just in front of that axle here, up and through, and connect here. Everything on the underside is done, so we're just going to finish off the top side. Almost got this job complete. Put this air filter back on. Leave everything loose as you go ahead and plug in these hoses. Got one here. One underneath. And this third one there. Plug those in, set that back into place, and plug in your wire. So I just do everything button up. This wire's got a lock in place here. We clipped it here. The underside hose that goes through here has a snap in point here and a snap in point there. So you can set that down on there. Got everything connected nice and tight. If this isn't tight, engine ain't gonna run right. We'll just put in these last two bolts to secure that down. And as you're working, you've got cruise control. Make sure that thing didn't pop out, otherwise your gas will accelerate quite fast. So just pop that back in there. Just put in these two pieces. Hey, she's all buttoned up now. All that is left to do is go ahead and check your fluids and finish putting on the tires. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that this was fully drained from the junkyard, and then I'm going to actually reuse the fluid that came out of there since I've already purchased that. And this is a replacement transmission, so I know that's some good fluid. There's two ways to check this fluid. You can check it cold, you can check it hot. If you check it cold, you can see that there's a cold mark on the bottom. It should just go to that first dot, and then after it's hot, it should go up to that higher dot there. All right, fingers crossed. Let's hope this baby works. And be sure to check your differential fluid. It's on the passenger side. On the top of the transmission, there's a little yellow plug. I'll just show you right here. Go ahead and pull that stick. Make sure your diff fluid is good.